TheRopeMonster coming at you with a little sunrise action from the lifeguard tower. And a beautiful one so far. A little slow getting out here because of the ankle, guys. Still giving me quite a bit of pain, sickle accident. But glad to be out here in the lifeguard tower checking in on the Sargasm situation. Having a little morning beverage. And once again, happy Friday, everybody. Good morning, Dawn. Hey, what's up? Just peeping this beautiful sunrise here. Where are you watching from, Dawn? Oh, still waking up. Sunrises just keep getting earlier. What's up, Mike? Upstate New York in the house. Good morning, Rich. How you doing, my friend? We got England. Dawn Piper's watching from England. Nice. I'm gonna pour up a little something hot. I actually went with a hot jasmine green tea today. This is day number 5 of no coffee. I'm just seeing if I can do no coffee for a week and what happens. So tough challenge. Still got some caffeine coming in. Good morning, Yvonne. We got Rich. Craig is here. Awesome, man. Glad to hear, Craig, that you got some good weather there in Montreal. Yeah, it's gorgeous here, guys. It's not cooling off at night, and we do have the sands blowing in from the Sahara. So actually, it's pretty difficult to even see Cozumel right now because of all the sand blowing in from the Sahara Desert. But gorgeous. Makes for some really good sunsets and sunrises, though. The extra sediment in the air. We got Dan Turple. Good morning, my friend. Yeah, my pleasure, Azraya. Yeah, always happy to live stream. Always good to share the morning tea or coffee with you all. And thanks, Craig. Yeah, it was a tough job kind of walking over there, getting the bike fixed. I'm still in quite a bit of pain, actually. Yesterday, I did go out and film a full update for you guys wondering about, yeah, Mike, it's a struggle. Mike Ewell says no coffee for a week. Yeah, it's a struggle. It's been years and years since I've done that. But I did go out and film a full Playa car update, guys. So that's coming later on today. Keep an eye out for that. I would, Rich. I would love to do the volunteer Sargasm pickup, but I barely actually made it out here. I'm in quite a bit of pain with the tendon still from the bicycle accident. Howard Garrett, good morning, sir. How you doing, my friend? Always good to see you here, Howard. We got Jeff Smith back in St. Louis. Love to Ictio and El Sabor de Ortegas. A+, thanks for all. So glad you liked it, Jeff. Benjamin, I hope you got to meet Benjamin over there at Ictio, and of course Alfredo and Erica over at Sabor de los Ortegas. What a gem of a spot. We got Spain in the house. Disu Trips. Dawn Piper watching you on YouTube right now. Really appreciate you checking out the channel, Dawn. We got Ola from Missouri, Azraya. Awesome. Good group so far. Already 30 of us here in the group chat. Howard says, I'm old, so I'm in pain every day. LOL, everything hurts. Oh, great. Well, we all got that to look forward to. For me, it's pretty much just knees and ankles. The left side from compensating from the right side. And yeah, I've been icing, I've been doing the cream, etc. But it was a weird accident, weird fall, awkward. And it's just that Achilles, when I kind of do this action with the foot, it just doesn't quite want to move right. It's kind of the upper part of the Achilles. So, hey, what's up, Dandelion? I'm in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. We got Skull 54 in the house. Hey. Yeah, I'm in Playa del Carmen, guys, and more specifically, I'm on Playa 72 in the lifeguard tower, looking off toward Punta Esmeralda out there. And look at this sunrise, guys. My girlfriend's actually meditating close by. And technically, guys, we're not putting titles on anything. We're still going titleless. But yeah, my lady. I just call her my woman, mi mujer. She's down doing some meditation on the beach with a group of other lovely ladies. Nighttime in New Zealand, dandelion. Now, I actually filmed my beach update with a friend of mine from New Zealand, Lee. So I really like, I don't think I've ever met anyone from New Zealand with bad vibes. Ezraya, thank you so much. She might join me here in a little bit up in the lifeguard tower. I think she's down toward Cocoa Beach doing the sunrise meditation. She actually made it out here earlier than me, but she's not rocking the bum ankle, so she's getting around just fine. We got the little doggies filing in here. Happy dogs coming to the beach. And thank you so much, Ezraya. She says, by the way, your content is astonishing. Thank you, thank you. Howard says sprains are sometimes worse than breaks. Tendons and ligaments take a while to heal. Yeah, this is definitely the worst connective tissue kind of thing I've ever had with the ankle. I've actually had knee surgery before, and that went pretty well. I had a right meniscus tear way back in the day. And I actually went to an Arizona Diamondbacks playoff baseball game the day of my knee surgery. So it's not my first rodeo. Pain is part of life. Thank you, my friend. Dandelion says positivity to you. Thank you, thank you. I'm just enjoying being out here. This morning breeze, the sunrise is really nice. And yeah, guys, the way I'm surviving a week with no coffee, I'm doing jasmine green tea in the morning, so I'm getting some little boost of caffeine anyway. And then I'm doing mate midday and later in the day. And the mate really, really helps. I haven't had any headaches. I thought I would have like severe withdrawal or something and like pounding headaches because I've been a coffee fiend for ages. But jasmine green tea and mate for the win. Here comes the sun. Check this out, guys. Wow, that is lovely. Looking off toward Punta Esmeralda there. Gorgeous. Howard says, why no coffee? I missed that. Just to, I felt like my cortisol levels, I wasn't sleeping well. Man, that sunrise is really turned into a gem. Yeah, Howard, I just wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't taking good naps. Usually when I'm at my best, I'll get a good siesta. And that was just not the case. So literally day 2, I think, of no coffee, I started taking just insanely deep sleep type naps. I started getting to bed at 10, 11 p.m. again, sleeping all the way through the night. So it's just, and also just kind of a challenge to break the habit. I really have no vices. I could say I used to smoke tobacco actually. Still do the occasional cigar, but it's pretty rare. But I was addicted to tobacco in my late teens, and coffee. I used to drink quite a bit of beer. Hey, Mike Morgan, there he is. So yeah, guys, it's really more just about being in control of my potential vices, and I think coffee was actually the hardest. I think I've been more addicted to coffee than probably anything ever in my life. John Jones, I'm in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, Playa 72. Thank you, Dandelion, says like and subscribe, peeps. I think most of the folks here in the chat are the OGs. We got the core group. Now that we've got Mike Morgan, I think we're just missing Abraham. We're missing Jay. We got Anthony. There he is. Anthony right on cue. So I think most of the people in the chat right now are probably subscribed to the channel. John, where are you traveling right now? He says, John Jones, I'm traveling abroad right now. Would love to hear about your trip, my friend. That's exciting. I did just get back from Colombia. Oh, John, you're in North Africa. Awesome. Hey, Karim Nasser, good morning from the north. Hey, Scooter and Shelly in Rio Tequila. How you doing, guys? You still going down to 5th Avenue tonight? I'm glad you guys made it. We got Anthony booked Airbnb 1 month in January. Great. Yeah, January is a nice time to be here. Yeah, Mike Morgan, heavy duty subscribers. He says, Mike famously said he would walk out of open heart surgery if he saw that the Rope Monster was live. So yeah, Mike's an OG. This sunrise is epic. How's the day treating you so far, Mike? Off to Morocco. You read my mind. That was my next question, John, was if you were going to go to Morocco. That's on my list potentially for this year. I might do Spain and Morocco, maybe Portugal later this summer, depending on the heat here during low season. It has been hot lately, guys. Can't sugarcoat it. Been getting down to about 80 Fahrenheit at night and up to about 92 Fahrenheit during the day. Good to see you. Hey, we got Green Nickel. Work today for Mike. On that grind. John says Mexico is too dodgy, Colombia is better. It's funny, John, I always hear one or the other from people. Like when I'm in Colombia, they say Mexico's dangerous. When I'm in Mexico, they say Colombia's dangerous. So it's kind of interesting. Howard says we got back from Playa 2 weeks ago. My wife's already having withdrawals, wanting to go back. Yeah, come on back, guys, as soon as possible. So I just got up on my feet here. I've been sitting on the bench here in the lifeguard tower, enjoying the cool breeze, but I'm looking now to the south toward Cocoa Beach. You guys can see there's definitely some sargassum, but I've got a full report, Howard, speaking of Playa, I've got a full report coming out today from Playa. Let me know if you prefer those videos coming out at 7 a.m. or if you guys like the 5 p.m. upload time. I think the 5 p.m. is kind of nice because then everybody, people on the West Coast, people on the East Coast, people all around, that time seems to work out really well. What's up, Brent? We got Brent in the house, just starting my workday. Sunrise Lives, always a welcome start. Thanks. My pleasure. Yeah, it took me a solid 20-25 minutes to get out here. The ankle's giving me some issues today, but Ava actually got out to the beach before me and she sent me a photo of the sunrise, and I was like, all right, guys, I'm not missing this. And here we are. Lots of happy doggies making their way out. Drone footage was really enjoyable, Anthony says. Yeah, I really had a good time putting that one together. That's not the kind of video that that's gonna get, 10,000 views right off the bat, but it's one that I think has some rewatch value. I think it's just relaxing and enjoyable to go on a little aerial tour of Mexico via Dronaldo. My dad actually watched that and he said he rewatched it 2 or 3 times and really enjoyed it. So that's what it's all about. And for those of you wondering about the Playa car situation, I do have that full video coming later today. Speaking of drone shots, there was some heavy wind when I went to Playa Car, and I actually wanted to get a really good, like, kind of master shot from way up high, about 120, 130 meters up in the air. And I had to ignore multiple heavy wind warnings coming up on my screen. And it was actually kind of hard to get a good steady shot because the wind wanted to blow Dronaldo back on shore. But I think those type of days just make me a better and better drone pilot. And it's a lot of fun. I'm just always glad when Dronaldo comes back safe after those. Even when I got him down to about, 10 meters and I could see him, he was just shaking in the wind. Hey, so Keenan McCabe coming with a really good question here. He says, I know it's an awkward question to answer, but do you have a ballpark budget per day for visiting Playa? I'm away for 11 nights this month and I've budgeted around 100 pounds per day. Or 100 euros, or is that that's 100 pounds? Okay. I think that's more than enough. It really depends on how fancy you want to go with your restaurants. Michael Rose says, morning Rope Monster, greeting from Denver. Looking forward to my visit early July. Yeah, I mean, my budget per day can vary from $30 or $40 on up to $150. If I'm doing like maybe a cenote and then lunch out and dinner out, and I invite Ava, or I'm taking multiple taxi rides, I go to the steakhouse. Usually if I break that $100 budget, it's because I'm eating at a couple of really nice restaurants. The other night, I took a couple friends out to Salento and the total bill was like $62 with tip, and that was for 2 lasagnas and a massive pizza. So I mean, you can budget 100 and probably have a really good trip. Hopefully that answers your question, Keenan. Another thing though is drinking. If you go out, say on a Saturday night, and you go to like nightclubs or something like that, that can definitely add up. I don't do a whole lot of that. It's really actually pretty rare that I do that. Retired and loving life. Good morning, Rope Monster. Good morning to you. We got Terry, morning buddy. Can you recommend a good place for bicycle besides Walmart and Playa? Have a fantastic day. So to buy a bicycle, I think is the question. Facebook Marketplace, you can get a nice beach cruiser for like 1,200 pesos, 50, 60 bucks. Michael Rose, morning Rope Monster, greetings from Denver. Looking forward to my visit early July. Awesome. Michael, where are you staying when you come down, if you don't mind me asking? Traveler says good morning from Los Angeles. We got a nice group here today, guys. Really good to see everyone. We even got El Gringo de Playa del Verdun. Went to Outer Bay yesterday and fueled on green juice from Fruteria Esmeralda. Awesome. Good call on both. I might hit El Arabe after this, actually. I'm already really hungry, guys. That's one thing I'm noticing about, this is, I think, day 4 or day 5 with no coffee. I want to say day 5. My appetite is even higher. I already have a strong appetite, but I think I'm going to need a burrito at like 8 a.m. Green Nickel says we're going on a catamaran today. Time roughly would you be on 5th Avenue tonight? Thank you. Love the show. Yeah, I can't guarantee that I'm even going to make it down there, but if I do, it'll be for some pizza Renzo. Ankle's giving me quite a bit of trouble. Yesterday I walked late night to get some ice cream with Ava, and I'm feeling that today. So if I make it down there, it might be around 5 to 7 p.m. I'll be doing the stroll to Pizza Renzo, and so it's possible that you'll see me around the Pizza Renzo area on 5th Ave if I can make it. I might have to taxi one way and walk one way. Traveler says say hi to Ava. I will, for sure. Yeah, I think she's gonna join me here in a little bit. She's still doing the meditation down the beach a little ways. Awesome. Staying with your wife down by Plaza Las Americas. Wonderful. We got Paul Davidson. Looking forward to my visit in July. Keep up the great updates from Scotland. Awesome. Ken Dahmer in the house says good morning. Good morning to you, Ken. Just enjoying some sunrise time. Yeah, my pleasure, traveler. Alarm went off at 5:30 and here I am. We got Pakistan in the house. Really cool. Yeah, these colors are just really nice this morning. The big puffy clouds. Any big weekend plans? Anybody have anything fun, exciting? Any trips? Any big events? Any birthdays, anniversaries? One thing I want to ask guys and put out there is, does anyone know what this boat is? It's been there every day for at least the last week. It's been there every morning. I'm really not sure what the point of that vessel is, what they're doing. Awesome, Andre. Thank you for sharing that. Andre says, yesterday I visited Sabores de los Ortega with my family. Amazing food for small money. Thanks. Yeah, that place is truly a gem. Retired and Loving Life says, stay in Playa for a couple months, looking for good things to do. Enjoy your channel. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm always trying to bring the goods. Steve says, I will be in Playa Car tomorrow for the week, staying at Royal Hideaway. Awesome, Steve. Well, I've got the update for you. As you can see, the sun beating down on me now. It's getting strong. Steve, I've got a full Playa Car update coming later today. Should be public at 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern time. Rich Parkin says, girlfriend and I are heading to Cartagena and Bogota next month. Awesome. That's exciting, Rich. That's great. Yeah, Colombia is just such a wonderful country. Had a really good time there recently in Medellin and Guatapé. I've still got some videos coming from there. I'm just spacing them out because I know a lot of you really like the Playa content, and I don't want to overwhelm you all with Colombia content, but I do have some good ones coming from Guatapé and another one from Medellin. Happy Friday from Ottawa. Hey Tracy, good to see you. It sounds really good, Mike. He says, Mike Morgan says, had the builders at home all week, so looking forward to a quiet weekend lounging in the garden with Mrs. M. Awesome. That's what it's all about. Eileen says, good morning. Good morning to you, Eileen. All right, we got Brent Neely. We're heading there in spring as usual, but also in December this year. Nice. Most things stay open in off season, to answer your question, Brent. Yeah, most things do stay open. A few shops close down for maybe 3 weeks or a month. For example, a lot of people take advantage of this time to take vacations, those who are able to. Go visit family in other parts of Mexico or other countries. My acupuncturist actually went back to Italy until June 2nd. So some people do leave for a little bit. I think La Diosa, Vegana, that little tienda closes sometimes for a few weeks. I think in August or June, something like that. Mostly things stay open though, Brent. Howard says we have no travel plans until October, going to Costa Rica, but we will probably cave and go back to PDT before then. Wife's already wavering. Nice. Yeah, Costa Rica is a good trip. We got RG in the house. Man, I'm getting hungry, guys. I can't believe how hungry I am already. I think the morning coffee sometimes helps me stay fasted for a while. But the morning green tea seems to just make me more hungry. Like I have some leftover pizza from Salento. I should be munching on that. John Tremblay in the house says, great morning, Rope, from here in Quebec. Yeah, we're looking right out toward Esmeralda right now as you comment about it. Punta Esmeralda right there, beautiful spot. We got Zahid from Pakistan, nice. Yeah, it's been a heck of a sunrise so far here. Keenan McCabe, don't break the fast, monster. Yeah, it's hard this morning. Usually I'm able to fast easily until noon or even 1 p.m. and that's how I'm able to eat so much, guys. Once lunchtime rolls around or brunch time, I'm able to put away massive plates of chilaquiles, pancakes. Yeah, it's a lot of sargassum lately. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised though by the Playa car update coming out later today. We were able to find some really nice swimmable spots with crystal clear water. That was an Argentinian friend of a friend who mentioned that beach all the way down by Sandos Playa Car. So we made it all the way down to Sandos and then we covered every single resort on the way back to the north. So keep an eye out for that one later today. There's almost always one or two good beaches in Playa del Carmen. You just have to find them or watch my videos and then I'll find them for you. Sargassum or not though, guys, this is a heck of a view. Awesome, thank you, Brent. I'll get that Playa car video up and public ASAP then. I did a lot of drone flying, even despite the heavy wind, just to go get an idea of how much sargassum's actually washing in. Hey guy, I'm at Playa 72 right now. Yeah, yes indeed, John, at Playa 72 as well. Greg Shifter in the house. Schiffer, good morning, RopeMonster. We will all see you in August. Awesome. Oh, we got the Soul Mission Movement joining us, says heading to PDC in a few weeks. Cannot wait to hit all the food spots you mentioned, especially Ictio. You're a gem. Thank you so much, Ictio. Ictio Fish House is indeed a gem as well. Actually, you guys got me craving. I think you're the second or third person to mention Ictio in the chat today. You got me craving that ceviche, those oysters. The sargassum, you can smell it a little bit here at this beach. A lot of the beaches in Playa Car aren't so bad that where it's, you know, piled up like this. This is actually one of the worst beaches right now. You know, and I'll look off to the north here. Hey, love Maui, good morning from Washington State. Nice. Right up in my neck of the woods. I'm from Portland. All right, yeah, you guys can see, looking to the north, it's pretty bad. And there's that Chichen Itza up there, just the pyramid, just a mountain of sargassum down there. And that's what tends to end up smelling, is if you're downwind from those piles of sargassum, you got some pretty big issues as far as the smell. There's usually two piles. There's this one down here by Playa 88. There's another one right before Punta Esmeralda. And if you're downwind from those, it can be absolutely terrible. Howard Garrett says, when we were in Playa Car a couple weeks ago, the sargassum was bad then, totally cleared up by the end of the week. I guess it changes day to day. Yeah, it really does. It changes so constantly, and that's why I'm coming at you with the beach updates at least once a week, guys. It can change day to day, and I think I'll go back. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, but I think in March I was doing more live streams from the beach so you could see it in real time. Let me know if you want me to kind of go back to more of that format, more live streams. Some of you have mentioned to me in person that you prefer the long form videos, and then some prefer the live streams. So I try to do a mix of both. That's a great question. Is the sargassum dependent on the weather, hurricanes, tornadoes? How does it look around September? September's still low season, still sargassum season, so it can be pretty bad, but it really depends. Actually, the hurricanes can help clear the sargassum out. I had a friend of mine, Jay Vino, I haven't seen you yet in the chat today, Jay, but shout out, said that his friend is a biologist and was talking about why there's so much sargassum in particular right now. He was saying that there's some underwater volcanoes erupting, causing some serious heat, and that heat, of course, is killing the seaweed and making it rise to the surface, and then it's washing in. That's what he's saying. I don't know that, I'm not a biologist. I don't know that that's 100% accurate. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But that's one theory that I'm hearing right now. Yes, the Soul Mission movement. Always been curious, do you go by RopeMonster because you're a beast on the ropes at the gym? That's actually correct. Some buddies were watching me do battle ropes actually outdoors at my old place in Oregon. And we're just like, man, you're a monster on those ropes. And then when I was coming up with a handle for Instagram, for YouTube, I was like, monster, rope monster. And it just kind of stuck. I do love battle ropes. Nothing quite like a good session. And then really all it takes, one thing I like about battle ropes is like 15 minutes and you're just gassed. You get all the major movements and you're done. It's possible that Excalcoco could have less sargassum. That's a great question. I haven't been up there for about 3 months. I think I was there early March with my buddy Julian and my other buddy Yarib. Shout out to you guys if you're watching this. Congrats on the belated honeymoon. That sounds like a good way to spend it. Yeah, coming over from the UK. Nice. Man, all I can think about is that leftover pizza in my fridge now. Can't believe this hunger. Hungry RopeMonster. Too bad these nuts aren't quite ready here. They got another couple of months, it looks like. Now there is a lot of bees. These look like honeybees right here swarming this pollinating this cocoa palm here. So I got my little buddies here today. Luckily they're okay with me being here, no stings. We got GB, good morning RopeMonster, going to Playa Car next Saturday. Hope to run into you at some point. You bring a lot of good vibes with your videos and I'm glad you were living a dream life. Thank you so much, GB. Yeah, I got that Playa Car update coming out for you later on today. Should be up at the latest 5 p.m. Eastern time. I love the way the sun is framed in that cloud right there. That's pretty cool. Really nice. Traveler says bees are my favorite animal. Yeah, as a former organic biodynamic farmer, bees are also my favorite. I consider them my coworkers. I'd be out there and always happy to see a good, healthy population of ladybugs and bees. Taco time, yeah, exactly, John. I mean, gosh, if they had a taco cart that they just rolled down the beach, that would be really handy. I know, now I'm making everybody hungry. Sorry, Tracy. Yeah, I could really go for some pizza or tacos, or actually both. It's crazy when you're in Playa. I had a friend recently move down, and he was saying how quickly his body changed just from all the walking. It's like, I think a lot of people assume that people are so fit in Playa because they're constantly in the gym and working on the beach bod, but a lot of it is just the steps. You know, when you're walking 15, 20,000 steps a day in the heat or on the beach in the sand, you get really fit. Your hamstrings, calves, everything just get toned up. Happy family there enjoying the beach. Oh man, as I'm yawning and stretching and trying to come to life. Oh, breakfast taco with bacon and eggs. Bernard, you're killing me. That sounds fantastic. What's everybody having for breakfast today? Or did you all already have breakfast? Let me know. My mouth is watering out of control. I'm already thinking about that first meal. I had 2 bananas before I came out here, so I guess I already did kind of break the fast. Might as well just keep eating. Raining in Atlanta. Hey, what's up, Carl? Carl Stewart. Raining in Atlanta again, but yes, walking and don't even notice all the steps. Facts on facts. Yes, the people clearing the Sargasm that you see in your screen, they are getting paid. I think they're state employees. That's hard work though. I couldn't imagine being out there with a pitchfork shoveling the stuff later in the day. Like morning, yeah, maybe. But come, 11, noon, sometimes when I'm out filming the beach updates and they're doing the wheelbarrowing and the pitchforking, it's hard work. And they have to stay covered and clothed because of any insects and sand fleas and of course the sun. So I'm sure they get really hot, which actually brings me to a thought that I had. I had a concept for a video interviewing local people and people who live here, expats as well, on how they endure the heat of low season. I know everyone's got their own different tricks. I'll share with you one of my tricks, guys. I use the Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. For those of you who know, the peppermint soap is very, very pepperminty. It's very strong. So I'll take the coldest shower possible with peppermint soap and have my AC on, and then I'll walk out of the shower, of course, completely in the nude, and let the AC blow on me with all that peppermint oil on my body. And then I stay cool for hours because it's very chilling. So that's one of my tips. That's me personally, but everyone has their way of enduring the heat. So I want to do an interview video where I just talk with people about how they endure the heat, because it does get so hot here. The Soul Mission Movement says, blew my mind with all the burritos you ate that one day, showing us the best places for burritos. How the heck did your body react? I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little heavy after burritos 4 and 5. And I didn't quite finish all the burritos at Sabor de los Ortega because they brought me 3 burritos out after I had already eaten 2 massive burritos that day. So I ended up gifting the rest of the last one to Ava for her lunch. She was going to work and I met up with her. She was on her bike and I gave her the last one. She loved it. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of food. Fasting for 16 to 18 hours helps for sure though. And it helps before and it helps after. So I don't get too big of muffin tops. Having some Honey Nut Cheerios with my 2 cats, begging for the milk when I'm done. Howard, there's nothing quite like some Honey Nut Cheerio milk, some post Honey Nut Cheerio milk. It is so good. Oh yeah, who doesn't like that? Tracy says, was that Ava's dog in the bike repair video? So cute. Yes, that's Ava's dog, Pita. That's Pita with 2 T's, like the regards to Ayurvedic medicine, like the fire sign Pita. She's so cute, so full of energy. She was sick. She had a little flu, a little cough. But yeah, she's an American bulldog and just couldn't be any cuter. Ava's had her since she was a little puppy, just about this big, riding around in her bicycle basket. Pretty sweet. Buy a freezer, the only way. Yeah, just buy a freezer and get inside. That's a pretty good idea, John. Sometimes I'll go to the 7-Eleven or the OXXO and go open up the cooler and then just take my sweet time picking out my beverage and let that cold air blow on me. That's a good way. When you're walking down 5th Ave and you need a little break from the heat, that's the go-to right there. All right, so we've got some confirmations that that's a great idea for a video. I'll have to do that one then. From the local people in general, what's the best way to repel the mosquitoes over there, given the environmental rules on sunscreen and stuff? Another really good question. There's some local herbs. If you go to there's a tienda called A La Verde. It's also a vegan restaurant just north of Colosio on 10th Ave. And ask for Poncho over there. He'll hook you up with some spray. There's a number of different herbs that people use here, and then also just burning copal and other things in your home. Burning incense like copal, sage, things like that can really help. The smoke can really help. A lot of the locals use smoke as a natural repellent. What a powerful sunrise today. I noticed a lot of people out meditating, taking advantage of the sun energy. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Joanne, you're a lucky lady. Joanne says, my hubby's in the kitchen right now cooking me a yummy cheese omelet before I go to work. Let's see if we got any Ava sightings. I think she's coming down this way in a while. Maybe I can talk Ava into cooking me a yummy cheese omelet. Me encanta el copal. Traveler. Yeah, no, I love copal. I'm a big fan of copal and Palo Santo as well. Palo Santo I fell in love with in Ecuador. It's pretty expensive here in Mexico, especially in Playa. But if you take a trip to South America, bringing some into Mexico, I'm not sure you're technically allowed to. I got away with it, but I love Palo Santo as well for cleaning the space and keeping the mosquitoes under control. I did not see the croc. John asks if I saw my buddy the crocodile in the pond lately. I haven't seen him. Kat, welcome, Kat. Kat says, hey, RopeMonster, I finally caught a live sunrise stream, enjoying it with my Americano coffee before work. Awesome, Kat. Good to have you here. Big RopeMonster hug for you. So good to have you here. Yeah, I know you've commented on a couple. Hey, I missed it, just missed it. I'm glad you made this one. Yeah, Howard says, this sounds wimpy, but after going to Playa last June, it was so hot we decided no more summer visits. Even the locals were sweating and wiping their faces. Yeah, it's no joke. Between the actual temperature and the humidity, it's quite hot. I generally go to more of a raw diet too, more ceviches, more salads. I'll do like raw purple cabbage with olive oil with my fist instead of cooked veggies. And the raw veggies seem to help quite a bit. Awesome Traveler says, I used to get copal right from the tree. That's the best way to do it, no doubt. Rich Parkin says, even the cold water is warm due to the tank on the roof being heated by the sun. Yeah, luckily in my building we don't have that. but my old apartment had that, and so even the coldest shower that I could possibly take in my old place was warm. Luckily now I actually have cold water year round. Moving on up in the world, moving on up. Mike Morgan says, passing 10,000 subscribers, I'd say it's time for some ropey merch. Yeah, I'm actually working on that right now. I'm working with a couple friends, designers, putting together. I had some prototypes done, some trucker hats and some tank tops that I've been rocking, but it's time to get the merch out there. I couldn't agree more, Mike. I've got my work cut out for me, but it's totally worth it. I'm looking forward to the day when I'm seeing other people walking around Playa and around Mexico rocking the TheRopeMonster merch. That's going to be a really cool moment. Traveler says, how to Spanish so well. Oh, Brent Neely replying to Mike on the merch. TheRopeMonster Speedos. That is an idea right there. I love it. Well, Martine, I don't think we're really complaining about the heat. We're discussing ways to manage it. I don't hate it. I stay here during low season, and I'm out jogging and running and embracing the sweat. But it is challenging for some of us, especially from the north. People from Canada, people from the northern states. It's Mike says no to Speedos. Whatever, we might do one TheRopeMonster Speedo prototype and it's gonna have the text, let's do this. You know you want one. I'm sure Mrs. M will buy you one, Mike. She wants you to have it. Great comment there, Brent. TheRopeMonster Speedos. Traveler, let me circle back to your comment. How do you know Spanish so well? I did a full video on that in Mexico City. If you want to check that out, I'll try to link that in the description below if I remember. But it was I just focused for 3 to 5 years on that one thing. Like, I'm going to learn Spanish fluently. I went back to university, studied it on a college level, ended up finishing 103 in Mexico after my divorce. My professor let me go to Mexico and just finish it there. And I didn't really have to actually submit the assignments or the tests. He just told me to learn it. And I did. I used Duolingo as well quite a bit. After my divorce, I had Mexican girlfriends who I learned a lot from. It's really fun to learn from another person, and there's nothing more than having a partner, girlfriend, who doesn't speak much English. You're gonna have to learn it. There's no other way. Juan Sosa, TheRopeMonster, I used to watch Chacho Rivera, but you're my new fave YouTube PDC videos. Will be there end of June. Maybe I'll see Ronaldo. Juan, thank you so much, my friend. That means the world to me. Yeah, Chacho Rivera is a great kid. Really nice young man. I've had the pleasure of meeting him on multiple occasions. Last summer, we ran into each other. We were filming the same Oho de Aagua that opened up on the beach. And that's another way, actually, segmenting back into how to endure and enjoy the heat here, is those Ojos de Aagua, those little freshwater pozos that open up on the beach. Fantastic, and a favorite of the locals. But those are very refreshing to just go soak in those Ojo de Aagua. Kat says a red Speedo. Yeah, we'll have to do a red TheRopeMonster Speedo. It's funny where we have arrived in the channel to where we're talking TheRopeMonster merch and it goes right to Speedos. Just took me a moment to let that sink in. Howard, we have a taxi driver we hire once in a while, and he has told us about a gator that hangs out in the lobby of Tres Rios Resort sometimes. Yeah, they're a welcome part of the community. This is their home, and we tend to, commingle. Regina, hey, what's up? Good meeting you last week during filming the last beach update. That was really cool meeting you, Regina. And And Regina, you've reminded me about the 10K, the 10,000 subscriber party. Tentatively, we're gonna do it at La Mexicana. It's been really hot for say like a beach party, beach takeover at Mamitas. We might do like a short 1 hour beach meetup at Mamitas. I'll put up community posts confirming the times and dates. So there'll be a beach photo op. We'll do some beers or beverages or whatever at Mamitas. And then that evening we'll do La Mexicana. We're gonna plan a dinner and dancing and stuff at La Mexicana, all the way at the north end of 5th Avenue, just north of Tropical Tacos and Ceviche Corazon. And yes, we will be live streaming the entire 10,000 subs party. Also, guys, I'm going to combine my birthday in that. My birthday is June 5th. Gemini in the house, represent. And so we're going to do the whole birthday bash, 10,000 subscribers. There's a lot to celebrate, guys. Also, it's just been a great 2025 so far, so why not ring in June with a party? I'm leaning toward this Sunday. Sunday is a fun day for beach. It's a fun day for tacos and festivities. So Sunday, June 1st, ringing in the month. I would say it would be like noon, like 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. thing at Mamitas, and then that evening from about 8 p.m. to late night at La Mexicana. But I'll confirm those in a community post, guys, those times. Yeah, Regina, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the 10K party. It's going to be fun. Awesome, Kevin. See you after Thanksgiving. Brent, yes. Yeah, we're going to live stream the whole thing. I'll have Ava there, hopefully. And that's one thing I'm trying to coordinate with Ava and her friend La Flaca, my friend as well now, so that we can team up and help each other film and live stream. And the thing I'm trying to work out with La Mexicana is I think we discussed the first 40 or 50 subscribers who show up will get a free shot or beer and some type of free menu item. And then also, guys, there's a secret menu item there that you can order to help support La Mexicana. It's the TheRopeMonster quesadilla. It's the shrimp quesadilla. It's not even on the menu. Hey, that sounds good though, Carl. Carl says, dang, I would travel to PDC for that party, but unfortunately I'll be in the mountains. That sounds good too though. I love being in the mountains. A lot of peace to be found there. Dr. D Sunny, good morning, TheRopeMonster. Can't wait until Sunday. So glad we're here. Yeah, so guys, we're planning around 11 to 1 p.m. Playa Mamitas, right in front of Mamitas Beach Club. It'll be a BYOB thing. I was going to do a lot of the bring coolers and stuff, but with my ankle, my bum ankle, it'll be hard enough for me to just get down there. So we'll see everyone down there. Sunday, June 1st, 11 to 1 p.m. Playa Mamitas. And then that same evening at La Mexicana for some tequila, beer, and some really, really delicious food. In my opinion, they've got some of the best arrachera tacos in all of Playa. Yeah, my ankle still hurts quite a bit, Traveler. Originally, for the Mamitas beach party, I was going to bring a giant Bluetooth speaker, set up a tent, all this stuff. But yeah, my ankle's just really bumming. So we'll go out there, we'll maybe get into some Speedo shenanigans, do some swimming. Hopefully the Sargasm will cooperate for us. And Katharina Van Asten, don't worry, we'll do more of these subscriber meetups, even not at, benchmark numbers, but I think a lot of subscribers come down and they want to meet, they want to hang out, they want to get photos. And so I think it could eventually be something we do on the weekly or every couple weeks. I'm also talking still about putting together a taco tour. I'll take you guys all on a taco tour or a food tour. And so that'll be another way that we can interact. Sobador. Yeah, actually, that's a good question. My taxista gave me the contact for one, but sometimes those folks are hard to get in touch with because they do. A lot of them don't even have like these natural healers, the bone setters. They don't have phones. One of them, Renzo from Pizza Renzo, knows a Mayan healer, curanera. Traveler says I got my wrist fixed by one of them. Nice. Rich says if you need help setting up for mamitas, I have a Jeep. Awesome. Thank you, Rich. I think what we'll do is just keep it casual, guys. We'll just show up. It'll be like a BYOB situation at mamitas. We'll just show up and do photos and live stream it. I'll be down there. You won't miss me. You'll see me with my gimbal live streaming. We'll do some swimming and chilling and have some ice cold beverages. I think I'll bring that little 6-pack cooler that Chattahoochee got me. Shout out Chattahoochee. I haven't seen you in the chat yet. But that was from Canadian Tire. He bought me this like freezer briefcase. Pretty sweet. So I'll probably fill that up maybe multiple times. Just make little runs to the OXXO there and fill that up with Modelos and hand out some beers. But yeah, for those of you who haven't tried La Mexicana, we're kind of tentatively planning on 7:30 to late night. So it would be more like 8 to 11 p.m. We'll be chilling there with the manager, Jorge. Put on the music, bump the music super loud. People have been known to dance in the street there, salsa, etc. So we'll be doing that. Just seems like the right way to start June. Dr. D. Sunny says, Sabor de los Ortegas was on point. Alfredo and Erica are the sweetest. Lauren, happy Friday. I was thinking this morning, I wonder if the Rope Monster is... Yeah, and here, wondering if I was live this morning. Here I am. Yeah, it's a great day to be alive, and it's a great day to be live streaming. Yeah, beautiful spot. Hola, hola. Ok, voy bajando. Ya, gracias a ustedes. These guys giving me the boot from the lifeguard tower. I might just have to recert, get my lifeguard cert back so they can't kick me out. All right, well, I was about to come down. Yeah, they kicked me out of my office. That's a first, guys. I've never been kicked out of the lifeguard tower. But they did. They did it. Hola, hermano. ¿Qué tal? Todo bien, todo bien. But I wanted to come down here to the beach anyway and show the Sargasm a little closer, so whatever. We'll survive it. They've been enforcing some kind of silly things. Like if anyone has their dog north of the Playa 72 entrance, they're kind of kicking them out. They're sending them back to the south. Yes, Katarina, I'm on 72. But yeah, you can see these just mounds and mounds of Sargassum. Pretty crazy. Yeah, the Soul Mission movement. Hope you get some good num-nums today. I might have to go do that soon, guys. We're about an hour into the live stream, and I am just a hungry rope monster today. Let me know in the comments if you want me to take you to the south and show Cocoa Beach. Might go about as far as the reef at Cocoa Beach. I don't want to overdo it on the ankle, but it is feeling a little bit better now that I'm up and moving around. I think we can see pretty clearly the Sargasm situation all the way to the north, Playa 88. I did make it out to Punta Esmeralda a few mornings ago and got in the water out there. As I got in the cenote behind the lifeguard tower. It was absolutely beautiful. But the beach itself is definitely full of sargassum. Still got 47% battery on the camera, so I'll take you guys a little ways down Cocoa Beach. We can just enjoy some waves. Yaslam says, sorry man, I'm drunk. Hey, no worries, no shame. Where are you watching from, Yaslam? Just wondering about the time zone. Take one of these palapas right here. Oh, he's from Yemen. Okay, so it's probably a pretty acceptable time of day to be drinking some beverages over there. Yemen. We got some really, it's 8:40 in Toronto. Yeah, it's 7:40 here in Playa. What time is it there in Yemen, Yaslam? I love these little palapas here. I might chill right here for a little bit. It's 5 o'clock. Okay, that's how the expression goes. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, it's 5 o'clock in Yemen. Have a beverage for me. What are you drinking over there, Yaslam? How does one generally get buzzed in Yemen? What's the drink of choice? Is there a national beverage, a national favorite? Forgive my ignorance, but I really don't know what you guys drink over there. You doing beer? Ah, moonshine. So it's like a clear, strong beverage. That sounds really good, honestly. I know it's only 7:40 in the morning here, but that does sound good. I haven't had any alcohol since Colombia. I had some, I tried every single national beer in Medellin, and I did make a video on that. I haven't uploaded it yet, but that is coming. And that was a fun day. Definitely a fun day. Dr. D. Sunny reporting on the Sargassum. He says the Sargassum's terrible up here just north of Secrets. Had to walk past it to Massage Hut. Reminded me of when you said you almost lost your lunch. Yeah, there's some areas like that where they just don't clean it up and it rots. And it gets really smelly. Ilya's asking the same question. Any worse area in PDC? Yeah, I would say the absolute worst spot right now could be up there where you're talking about, Dr. D. Sunny. But yeah, the smell's also getting fairly strong up by Playa 88 and Punta Esmeralda. There's some piles just building up over there. So guys, I'll go meet, talking about the 10,000 subscriber party. I'll be meeting with Jorge today, the manager at La Mexicana, and I'll put the details once we iron those out in the, I'll do a live stream tomorrow to update everyone, And then also I will put the details in a community post. So definitely check that community post tab on the TheRopeMonster page for more details regarding the beverage and food promotion. Looks like some potential for some stormy weather coming. Big, beautiful, puffy Caribbean clouds. Dang, man, that's sad to hear that, Dr. D. Sunny. I am really glad you're going to be here for the 10,000 subscriber party, though. That's some silver lining. And I think you can see my point on why I'm not making this a beach-centric party. Part of it is the heat during the midday. You know, I'm always down to show up for a couple of cold beverages on the beach for an hour or two. But doing a full party there could be exhausting for a lot of folks, myself included, especially with my ankle like this. And so later in the night, you know, like at La Mexicana on 5th Ave, when it cools down at least a little bit, it's a vibe. It's a lot of fun. And thank you, Katarina. Congrats on 10K. She says started watching at 3,400. Good for you. Ron, Darren, congrats on the 10K subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I'm truly blessed, and it's still sinking in. And I think by the time we do this party on Sunday, we'll be close to 11,000 subscribers. So it's really growing. I'm glad the community's growing. Truly been an enjoyable journey for me. And it's been really fun doing these morning sunrise live streams, sharing coffee, sharing our morning beverages, and reflecting on the week and things like that as well. Speaking of which, guys, any big wins, any big struggles this last week? How did the week treat you? Any big work stuff, family stuff, personal goals met, challenges, struggles? Always feel free, guys, to share that in the comments. For me, the challenge has been the mobility. It's been the ankle. And so it's a physical challenge, but it's more of a mental thing because, you know, I like to play volleyball. I like to be really active, but I've had to limit my activity. I went and filmed that Playa car update for you all, and that was about the most I could do for the week. There was temptation to go rejoin the gym. So temptation to go lift upper body and try to at least do some stuff. But then I thought, no, I got to give myself time to heal. So that's been my challenge this week. And then one of the big wins was renegotiating my contract for my apartment, getting that figured out, and but also getting out and filming that Playa car update despite the ankle issues. So that's mine. Feel free, guys, to share as well. Another big win for me was getting all the way down to that cenote at Punta Esmeralda. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Traveler. So sweet of you. Dropping some love there with the super thanks. Super chat, so sweet. Really appreciate you, Traveler. Thanks for supporting the channel. Traveler says $10 for a beer. So freaking sweet. Really feeling the love. And Tracy, I'm sorry about that, hearing about that diagnosis. She says I was just diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Thank you so much for sharing that. I hope that you can put together the right team around you to help treat. That's a challenge, but sometimes if you find the alternative practitioners that could be, and this is not advice by any means, I'm speaking from personal experience, Chinese medicine, acupuncture, naturopaths, there's always something to try. And Tracy, you seem like a very positive person, and so I don't think you're the type to give up hope on living a good life, having a quality of life. I personally have Lyme disease, and that's been a struggle, but I'm still living a really good quality life. I just have to manage it, and having the right team around you of medical professionals is really important. or people who can do other plant-based medicines or therapies. I've been doing a lot of, I did combo therapy recently. I did some rapé. I bought the little applicator. I actually have it with me, guys, for those of you who don't know what rapé is. But that's another plant medicine. This is the applicator right here, and you actually put the powder in here, and whew, there was still some in there. Blow it up your own nose, and there are various different formulas, but my point is, guys, that there's always something to try. One thing that my acupuncture recommended for me was ice baths. That's been really helpful too. So Tracy, all the best to you guys. Leave some love in the comments for Tracy. Some get well wishes, some get back to 100% wishes. Mike Morgan says, never stop making these early morning lives, Ropey. Makes my midday to tune in and look and listen. Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate you, brother. And thanks for the love last week. I think you kicked in for some beers and some burgers, and I'm pretty sure I spent all that on burgers. No beers, but I had tacos de birria and I had burgers, and I was just numbing it. So I appreciate you, Mike. You're like a brother to me at this point. So much love today. Lauren says, I'm up at 4:30 a.m. every morning to hit the gym. I'm keeping myself accountable and going each day. Good for you, Lauren. Really happy to hear that. Proud of you. Katarina, dealing with stage 4 cancer, lots of juicing and the Budwig protocol. Good for you, Katarina. Sending you some TheRopeMonster love. I did the Budwig, I am familiar with that. I actually did Gerson therapy when I was really, really ill. I was down to 138 pounds, if you can believe it. But that's part of what made me who I am today, is the struggle. And I have no doubt that you're going to be able to fight right through. For those of you who remember Anna from the channel, her father, Sergio, had stage 4 cancer, and he survived, and he's doing very well. And a lot of it is mindset. He stayed really positive. He accepted the help around him. And so all the best to you, Katarina. You'll be in my prayers. And Budwig protocol, for those of you who don't know, maybe you can, Katarina, maybe you can leave some of the basics of that protocol here. It's really, really interesting. Yeah, the Gerson therapy was also a lot of juicing, a lot of coffee enemas. I know that sounds weird for some of you, but those coffee enemas were a huge relief as far as clearing the bile out, helping the liver. Prayers for Tracy. Yes, Traveler, thank you so much. Dr. D. Sunny leaving some love. All the best, Tracy. Katarina. Cottage cheese with flaxseed oil. Amazing. That actually sounds really good right now. I am hungry, but that just sounds very nourishing. Awesome, awesome. This is the point of these morning live streams, guys. It's just, you know, the community aspect of it, supporting each other, being positive. It's not just sharing the sunrise, but it's what the sunrise represents. Not to get too deep with it, but every new day is just such a blessing. And so looking out at people playing with their dogs, enjoying the breeze, enjoying the water. Hey, what's up, joyous? Morning, beautiful people. Morning to you. And so that's what this is really all about, is what the sunrise represents, is just new opportunity, new day, new lease on life, and enjoying every moment of it, waking up and being present for it. It's really, really important. Nothing like being grounded, barefoot in this type of setting here. And I know that some of you can't be outdoors on the beach right now. So I love to take you all along with me. El Gringo del Playa, de Playa del Verdun says, Sargasso looks not so bad now on 72. Might go later after Chilaquiles on 72. Man, chilaquiles sound really good. All the food sounds good. I have a feeling this is going to be a big day of eating for me. I had a subscriber a few weeks ago when I was still on crutches gift me a super chat to go try chiltepín. So I think I might go try chiltepín today and he wanted me to try the fish tacos and a shrimp taco and then order whatever else I wanted, which would certainly be a ceviche. But yeah, Kat, I couldn't agree more. Every day is a gift, never guaranteed. 100%. You know, it can be an accident or a natural disaster or any number of things, and then poof, all your plans, everything, you know, poof, se acabó. So yeah, it's really good to, when I see that first light out my window, I sleep usually with the curtain open so that I wake up naturally with the first light. And when I see that, usually that gets me right up out of bed, and I'm thinking, how can I just squeeze every drop out of this day? One of the biggest blessings as I'm watching this dog play has been meeting Ava and also her beautiful dog Pita has brought a lot of joy into the day today. Seeing Pita, she really loves me, really adores me. John LaPointe in the house. We just left the Secrets Playa Blanca. It was awesome, but the weather was super windy. The water was off limits, so we played in the pools. Yeah, John, I mean, you just got to make the most of it however you can. Good for you. And hopefully you were able to maybe take some day trips to other spots where you could swim, get in the ocean, maybe hit a cenote. There's always some options. Guys, I also found out on a different note, Ava enlightened me. I told her about El Chelo, which I featured. It's a restaurant on 10th Avenue that I featured in a video called Eating in Playa del Carmen for 100 pesos or less. And it's become an absolute favorite of mine. They holler at me every time I walk by. They really like me over there. But Ava gave me their WhatsApp, and if you WhatsApp them, they will actually deliver free of charge. So with my bum ankle, I'm not a lazy guy by any means. I think you all know that. But with my bum ankle yesterday, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna order it delivered. I got 4 different plates of food. I got grilled chicken, pork ribs. I got arrachera with guacamole, rice and beans, all delivered, all 4 plates for 410 pesos. I of course left the girl a nice tip, the delivery girl. Because those people have become like family to me. But the delivery scene here is pretty cool, how a lot of these businesses have WhatsApp set up, and you don't have to go through the Rappi or the Uber Eats app. You can just go directly to the business. So I've been enjoying, that's the silver lining of being injured. I've really learned how to order empanadas and arrachera and all sorts of good stuff to be delivered. Yeah, Sharon, I know. I'm doing it to myself too. Sharon Phillips says I'm hungry now. Yeah, I'm freaking starving. We're almost 80 minutes into this live stream, guys. I've really been enjoying doing the longer live streams. It feels like we've, you know, after, I think I did one last week that was over 2 hours long. And it was kind of felt like I got done with just a really good hangout session with friends. When the live streams are that long and we cover so many different subjects, it's a lot of fun. Now these ladies who just showed up at the palapa next to me, they're in the water enjoying. They've got their doggy, and so I think it goes to show you can still enjoy the water. There's actually not very much sargassum in the water at this point. It's mostly on the beach, and I think you'll see in the drone shots from the Playa car update that there's quite a bit of hope regarding the sargassum situation. So guys, definitely tune in for that Playa car update later on today, 5 p.m. Eastern time. And I want to give a shout out to Ruben Castro, Abram Hernandez. I haven't seen them yet in the live, but they've been huge supporters of the channel. So thank you both for the 10,000 subscriber milestone. You guys have both been with the channels from the from the early days. And Ruben had some really good advice for me. He's a chiropractor, seems like a guy who does real estate, chiropractic, really interesting guy. But he was spot on as far as like my opposite side hurting, my left ankle, my left knee from compensating. And so I'm kind of doing isometric stuff and therapy to kind of offset and strengthen that. Looks like a military boat here going by. I think this is a Navy boat. That thing is no joke. With the hull up above the water like that, they're flying. I'm at Playa 72, Sharon. Good to see you here, Sharon Phillips. Yeah, I'm at Playa 72 under one of the palapas south of the entrance. Tracy says Playa is such a magical place. I would go regardless of the Sargasm situation. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, it was such a good feeling getting back from Medellin. I loved Medellin, but it was cold, it was cloudy and rainy. I mean, it wasn't really cold, but it was cloudy and rainy. And getting back into this climate and sweating was a really nice feeling. And anyone else, guys, we've been sharing some struggles and some wins. I like to share one struggle, one win every week and kind of reflect. And so anyone who wants to open up and do that, this is your spot to do that and find any support that you may need. Yeah, one thing I love about Playa to continue that thought, Tracy, is that even when there is Sargasm, the beach is still here. You've got miles and miles and miles of beach to walk on barefoot, and being grounded and barefoot is one of the best feelings. So despite the Sargasm, I mean, the Sargasm occupies maybe 3 or 4 meters of the beach, and then the rest of the beach is open for enjoyment. And I'm throwing on the Tafasi glasses. It's getting bright. I like those first rays of sun that don't hurt the eyes, but it's getting bright now, so had the sunglass up. Leave in the comments, guys, what I should have for breakfast. That's really all I can think about at this point, is just chilaquiles, burritos, pancakes. I might do double breakfast today. Hey, what's up? J2AB Music, one of the OG. We were just talking about OG subscribers, and you're one of them. You were definitely in the first 1,000 subs, maybe the first 500. The Soul Mission movement reminds us to live in the moment, no doubt. Joyous333 says, thank you for being live. Love and blessings to all. I lived there for 9 years. Great beach. Yeah, it's truly a wonderful place to live. Right down to the free palapas that I'm enjoying right now for shade. This time of day, the sun starts beating, hitting right inside the lifeguard tower, so being under the palapas is a nice option. Mike Morgan sharing a challenge here. He says, having lost my brother in Mexico 2022, I now call PDC his and mine spiritual homes. Sometimes I visit twice a year. Good for you, Mike, and thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's a really tough one. I can't even imagine, Mike, but you've got another brother here, TheRopeMonster, and I really appreciate you opening up and sharing that. And sorry for your loss. Glad to see you carrying on so strong and coming back here and spending time in the spiritual home of you and your bro. My struggle, Wicked Planet. Randy the Diver, hey, Randy the Diver in the house. What a blessing to have you here, my brother. He says, my struggle is working in Alberta instead of walking the beach from Punta Esmeralda to Playa 72 every morning. Randy the Diver. Well, that's why I'm bringing you this live stream, Randy. I miss you, buddy. For those of you who don't know, Randy was a really big influence on this channel. You came and visited in January, I believe. I helped you find your place. You took me out for a nice steak dinner at Costa Lao Prime to say thanks. I really appreciate that. And then we had all sorts of fun cenote adventures. You helped me film, and you even gifted me your underwater housing, your GoPro housing for the camera that I use, the Action 5. So, Randy, stay warm up there, buddy. You're doing good work, and January, February will come back soon. Come quicker than you could imagine. Sharon Phillips, I agree, Tracy. Visiting in August, can't wait. So glad I found you, TheRopeMonster. Your tips are so helpful. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, bro, J2AB Music. Yeah, you must have been first 500 subscribers. OG subscriber. Do you have another trip planned, my friend? You coming back to Playa anytime soon? Yes, Howard says gotta go for that leftover pizza, cold, not heated. Yeah, that's already premeditated. Like I'm for sure going back to my apartment and wrecking all 3 or 4 slices of that leftover pizza cold. That's such a North American, US, Canada thing. I feel like maybe Europeans do it too, but we love our cold pizza. Leftover, maybe it's the generation that was raised on hose water and neglect. Like, oh, mom's not cooking dinner. Cold pizza, baby, let's go. All right, hi from Chicago, we'll be there in weeks. Yaita, awesome. Dr. D. Sunny says, Howard, if you know, you know. Yeah, exactly. 2 more weeks, be there. Wicked Planet, love you, brother. More adventures in our future, no doubt about it. Randy the Diver, so happy to have you here, man. I can't wait for the next ones. The help with the filming was cool, but it was just the bro time, man, with you and Julian rolling out in the Volkswagen Beetle. For those of you who haven't seen those videos, those cenote videos with multiple angles of the jumps, the dives, the Volkswagen drives, the trip. Randy was the guy behind those extra camera angles, those extra B-roll shots. And so everybody leave some love for Randy the Diver. I really hope you're filming your projects, man. I want to see what you're working on up there in Canada. Ricardo Oliveira, bom dia, bom dia. I will be there week after next. The weather shows thunderstorms daily. What's the best thing to do during storms? So far, no storms, really, nothing to speak of. We've had a little drizzle here and there, a little rain, but nothing serious. Best thing to do during storms is eat. That's my favorite thing. I like to go to different ceviche spots. I like to eat small plates so I don't fill up too quick, so I can just try different places. If you're into cocktails, there's also a bowling alley here, guys. I don't know if a lot of you know this, on 5th Avenue. Over by the bar, The Roof, it says Bowling Playa, and you walk down this long hallway and there's a little door on the right, and all of a sudden you're in a really nice bowling alley. They've got a pool table. It's not real cheap. I think it's like $40 an hour US, but fantastic bowling alley. So maybe go bowling, check out a movie. Cold pizza and cold KFC. Man, you got me craving some fried chicken now. So happy to have found your channel recently. Appreciate all you are sharing and providing this space. My pleasure, Joyous333. Thanks for being here. Truly appreciate you. Bob Loblaw is in the house. I got to meet you in person, if I'm not mistaken. Not too far from here, Bob. That's just your handle. That's not your actual name, if I remember right. But we were down here playing volleyball, and I think you found me down there. I was just chilling, taking a nap, pre-volleyball nap. Bob Loblaw says, having a taco craving, might see you soon. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, Howard, that's a good point. He says the weather reports down there are out to lunch, says rain every day, and then it hardly ever rains. Yeah, I was filming one time before this supposed storm that was going to hit, and this particular day it said there was 0 rain in the forecast, and while I was filming it was dumping rain. And so I was trying to prove a point that you really can't rely on the weather forecast. It's better to tune in to YouTubers like Chacho Rivera, myself, Andreas Vega, whoever can bring you the most current live update. That's probably going to be your best bet. I don't even look at the weather anymore. Yeah, you and me both, Howard. It just doesn't make any sense. Father Time says, Buenos dias, mi amigo. Do you go to the local beach up north with the cenote? Yes, I was just up there 3 or 4 mornings ago, Father Time. It's a really healing place with that little cenote and the sulfurous water, and there's no sargassum in there. So yeah, I go up there quite frequently. I went up there with Ava about a month ago. She was kind of grumpy with me, so I put the Speedo on under my bathing suit, and then when she wasn't looking, I stripped down to the Speedo, and then when she turned around, she had just a huge smile on her face. So that's a spot full of funsies and memories, but also good healing vibes. AASD says, where did the name RopeMonster come from? It's a reference for battle ropes. Just a straight up monster on the battle ropes. That's it's basically my fitness training of preference. Let's sing a new song, On the Beach Again. Craig says, had a nap and now I'm back. Craig, you're the man. Just nap champion. Which beaches are blue flag beaches? Tracy, great question. Well, Playa 88 and Playa Punta Esmeralda are blue flag beaches, meaning that they have the bathrooms and the showers and those types of amenities. And also, guys, I believe Playa Escalacoco is a blue flag beach. They've got showers and bathrooms up there free of charge. I'm trying to think, guys, let me know in the comments if there's any other blue flag beaches that I'm missing, but definitely 88, Esmeralda, Escalacoco are blue flag beaches. Really nice spots. And guys, I think Ava might be joining us here in a moment. We're down to 28%, but I think Ava might be able to make it for a little bit. She's been meditating down on Cocoa Beach and really kind of reconnecting with Mother Nature, with the Pachamama. So we'll see if we get an Ava sighting here on the live stream. That would be a lot of fun. She's been in one live, but just for a few minutes in Medellin. She was preparing a really nice breakfast for us, and she was in that live stream. Yeah, speaking of singing songs, I've actually got the ukulele with me here. Been learning a lot of good songs in Spanish. Cha 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 by Jose and Log. Calma, of course, the Vamos pa la Playa song. That's a classic. You gotta know that one if you've got a ukulele and you're living on the beach in Playa del Carmen. So that's another way I've been spending time, but also it's kind of a little meditation. Playing a musical instrument, it's a lot of fun. So guys, we're 93 minutes into this live stream. It's now 8:11 in the morning here, 8:12 in Playa del Carmen. Been a very peaceful morning to share with you all. It's been a lot of fun. I'm holding out hope that we'll see Ava here shortly. We've spent quite a few really nice sunrises together in the lifeguard tower, me and Ava. And we bring Pita, the little bulldog, along sometimes. She really enjoys that. Playing fetch, we'll throw the ball from the lifeguard tower and she'll scurry down the ramp and go get the ball. Just happy dog activities. ¿Cómo se llama ella? Vaquita. Súper linda. Oh, mi amor. ¿Qué está comiendo? would be chingon. La Bamba. I can actually play La Bamba for sure on uke. I've got a couple originals as well. I've got one called Rosita de Colima, which is a really good, that was the first song I ever wrote on ukulele. The story how I got into ukulele is kind of funny. I'll have to tell you guys that in a little bit. Craig says, Ava does speak English, correct? I believe I have heard her. No, I mean, Craig, she speaks very, very little English. Like, we're talking a couple words. Like, she can say, nice to meet you, good morning, some pretty basic stuff. I've been teaching her a little more. Jimmy says, I saw a mermaid. Right out there, is there a mermaid? No. Ava is the lady friend, my Argentinian lady friend, who may be coming to visit us in a little bit. She's down meditating on the beach at Playa Coco. Brent says, I have left this playing while getting my work day going, and it has been, now have to get back to reality. See you all next time. Sorry I missed Ava. Brent, thank you, my friend. I'll definitely let her know. And share the positive vibes. Thanks for letting this play and be part of your day. Appreciate you, Brent. See you in the next one, my friend. Ava is not a dog. Yeah, facts. Facts on facts. No, she's a beautiful, beautiful human. We actually had a really nice ice cream date last night, and she just keeps surprising me with these spots, these hidden gems. So now I've got an ice cream place I have to show you guys that's open till 1 a.m. and it's off the beaten path. I guarantee very few of you know about it. I've been here in Playa for quite a while and I didn't know about it, even though I lived fairly close to it a while back. All right, we got the Soul Mission movement, says coming down to scope out the scene to find best place to live in Playa for a while. Number one goal, though, is to get my vitality back. Feet in the sand, fresh foods, sunshine, peace of mind. Good for you. Yeah, this is the place to do it. This is the place to do it. Playa can take you to the extreme, one direction or the other, whichever you let it. And getting up early, getting that morning sunshine. There's studies showing that helps with human growth hormone production, that early morning light. Whether that's true or not, I know I feel the best when I get the early morning sun, when I get a fresh coconut water every single day. I get fresh juices. I usually start the day with papaya, pineapple, get all those proteolytic enzymes. So I have no doubt that you'll be able to Soul Mission, get your vitality back here in Playa. Just look at all this nature we have around us, the fresh air. It's easy to start taking for granted, but when I was in Medellin, I was really struggling with all the exhaust, the diesel exhaust, the vehicles running really rich. So Kirk says, I need to know about the ice cream place, need to get my fat on. I got you, Kirk. That video is coming out this week, no doubt about it, this coming week. Yeah, going salsa dancing as well. What a great mission to be on there. Yeah, this green area is the main reason that I prefer this part of Playa del Carmen. We've got all these birds, wildlife, butterflies, flowers, and when it rains, maybe you guys can see some of these purple flowers right down here. But when it rains, this smells so good, so fresh. Mark says, you got to tell, I forgot to ask the last time. When you were asking the streets there in Colombia, you were taking a shot of a building and an interesting character walked by and said something. Oh, I'm pretty sure that person said, no me grabes, don't film me. And I, of course, was not filming her, I was filming the building. But yes, a very interesting character indeed. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about, Mark. Yeah, Ava also couldn't hide her facial expressions on that one. That's funny that you noticed that, Mark. I thought about editing that out, but I thought, you know what, that's Medellin, I'm just going to show it. Yeah, I got what you meant there. We got Maiden Philly in the house. I'll be there on the 3rd. Awesome. See you in 2 weeks. We got Big Benny Darts. See you in 2 weeks. Everything liquidated here in Toronto. Adios, moving out permanently. Good for you. Go big or go homeless. That's what I say. And you'll be welcome here with open arms, Big Benny.